Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everyone we have joining here today. My name is Pedro Suarez, and I am one of the enrollment representatives here at Coursera. Thank you so much for joining our Global Degrees on Coursera webinar today. I will give people just a few minutes to get settled, and then we will get started. Great. So today we are joined by 5 prestigious and accredited universities who host their degrees 100% online in partnership with Coursera. It's part of Coursera mission to help increase global access to education. And we are proud to feature some of our top global universities partners here today. In just a bit, we will be joined by representatives from University of London, JGU, University of Pittsburgh, Uniandes, and Northeastern University. All 5 of these universities will be speaking to their online degrees programs, offering you a program overview, application tips, and information about financing. I will also like to introduce my 2 co-hosts for the day, Marcos and Stephanie. Marcos, please feel free to come off mute and introduce yourself.
Well, thank you, Pedro. Hi, everyone. My name is Marcos Irizarry. I've been with Coursera for about 3 years now, and I'm looking forward to having the opportunity to answer your questions on a live call. Now I pass it over to our third co-host, Stephanie.
Hello, everyone. I'm Stephanie Gonzalez. I work here also as an enrollment representative, and I am happy to be here today. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Awesome. So we have a ton of great information for you today. So thanks for tuning in.
As a reminder, this session will be recorded and sent out afterwards. Throughout the session, you may also submit questions through the Q&A feature. As the chat feature will be turned off, we will do our best to answer your questions throughout. Please note, if you are asking a question about a specific program, please include that in your question so that we can better help provide an answer. Here's a look at today's agenda. We'll begin with a brief overview of online degrees, followed by an overview of prior learning credit and performance-based admission. Then our university partners will speak to each of the degrees they offer, 100% online. We will begin with University of London, then University of Pittsburgh, followed by Northeastern, JGU, and last but not least, Uniandes. Please note, the Uniandes portion of the session will be conducted in Spanish. Por favor, tengan en cuenta que la parte de la sesión de Uniandes se llevará a cabo en español. Finally, we'll wrap up with some contact information about how to connect with our enrollment team for any other questions you might have.
According to a 2024 NASFAA report, 85% of adults who either drop out or never enroll in a higher education program said an important reason why they weren't currently enrolled is because of the cost of the degree or credential program.
To take it a step further, our international research has led us to discover that both cost and time commitment are 2 of the top barriers for our learners when considering a degree program. Online degrees are actually best known for their flexibility and affordability. In fact, working professionals are the majority of online learners. For those of you who are considering getting your degree, but are struggling to find the time, keep in mind, 60% of online learners work full-time. And with the rate of acceptance for online degrees only growing each year, this is a flexible and affordable way for you to level up your learning and advance your career. If cost is a concern, keep in mind that most of the online degree programs hosted on Coursera allow for pay-as-you-go tuition, and many accept federal funding. There are also often options for prior learning credit, helping you potentially save on tuition costs. Please visit the individual degree pages under the Finance tab to learn more about this.
As we saw in our last slide, online degrees are increasingly more accepted by employers, especially post-pandemic. In fact, in a study done by the National Association of Colleges and Employers, 87.4% of employers hired new graduates with an online degree in 2024. To top that off, 100% of these employers paid online degree hires the same starting salary as traditional graduates. Meaning, as an online degree student, it is not only more and more common to find employment post-grad, but in terms of pay parity, you will more than likely be compensated the same as a traditional in-person graduate.
Now, to elaborate on affordability, for many online degree programs hosted on Coursera, there is opportunities for prior learning credit. This means there are a lot of learnings you can complete, including standalone courses from top universities that may count for credit once you enroll. This includes specializations that deepen your knowledge of a particular area and professional certificates from top companies such as Google and IBM. Thanks to the opportunity to host content from top universities on Coursera, certain professional certificates and specializations that you earn in relevant subject may count for credit towards an online degree. Once a related degree program recognizes the prior learning for academic credit, learners like you may potentially save on the cost of a degree and possibly even shorten the time you need to spend as a student. Beyond those benefits, you will also earn a credential you can add to your resume to further showcase your growing professional knowledge and skill set. To learn more about degrees that offer prior learning credit, click the link in the chat.
Another cool thing that makes online degrees with Coursera even more flexible is the concept of PBA, which stands for performance-based admission. This concept allows you to take degrees, courses online, and use those courses to gain admission to the program. This often allows you to skip the traditional application process, hurdles, and other major exams that are typically needed for higher education admissions. As you can see from our learner quote, PBA not only eases the enrollment process for many students, but allows you to get a sneak peek of what the program will be like. Many of the degree programs we will learn about today offer PBA, so stay tuned for more information.
Coursera proudly partners with universities from the APAC, LATAM, NAMER, and EMEA regions. Online degrees we offer in partnership with these universities range from bachelor's to master's, including bachelor's completion degrees, and have subject matter ranging from degrees in AI to business to information technology and even more. So where it can be common for learners to know Coursera as a place for certificates and open content, there is a plentiful portfolio of top-rated affordable degrees too.
Okay, so before we transition over to our university partners, we'd like to share a quick video of some of our degree learners who start as ordinary Coursera users, but then became degree students. These learners and graduates proudly made the switch from doing open content with their Coursera Plus membership to enrolling in a full degree program. Let's take a look.
Because I had taken some Coursera classes in the past.
Actually, I've been using Coursera since 2021.
Because I'd been doing short courses on Coursera.
I started doing MOOCs.
It was just a perfect fit for what I do, and exactly what I needed. And it was pretty much the only program I could justify to my wife.
So I've tried all these other different schools, like online schools, different programs. So far, Coursera is my favorite.
This really inspired me and gave me the confidence to take the next step.
If it wasn't for Coursera and that email, and then also Ryan West's help, I would definitely not be in the program.
I believe in continuous learning, lifelong learning, and so I wanted to make sure that I was doing something that was productive and kept my mind going, because I found myself watching a lot more TV than I used to.
I'm an entrepreneur, former Navy entrepreneur, and now Dartmouth student. So.
At the University of Colorado Boulder.
HEC.
University of Illinois.
Thank you for your participation in the first portion of our event today. Up next, we will go through short presentations from some of our top degree partners as they share information about the degrees they host 100% online on Coursera. I would like to first hand it over to Julia Leong-Song from the University of London to speak to their dynamic portfolio of online degrees.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for having me. I'm really looking forward to being on this panel and talking about our portfolio, because the University of London is really proud of our portfolio that we have on the Coursera platform. We have a range of programs and degrees, and I'm really excited to talk to you about them. In terms of a little bit about the University of London, we are actually one of the world's oldest providers of distance and flexible learning, having pioneered this approach as early as 1858, when we were granted a royal charter to award degrees to students wherever they were based. And for those of you who like your literature references, you might be pleased to know that Charles Dickens called us the People's University because of the fact that we were so open and were allowing students who'd never had that opportunity to study before to come and join us. And today we have over 40,000 students studying with us in more than 190 countries. And they're all studying University of London degrees through our flexible learning model, which combines world-class education with global accessibility. Now, in terms of the degrees we offer, we have a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. We have a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Bachelor of Science in Marketing, and a Master of Science in Cybersecurity. And if you're not quite ready for jumping into a full degree, you can try the International Foundation Programme for Computer Science. And in terms of upcoming degree deadlines, just a reminder that the 8th of September is our deadline for our degrees, and for the IFP, so the International Foundation Programme for Computer Science, the deadline is the 5th of December. So if I was to talk to you about some of our degrees, I'll start with the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. So this is a degree that we have pioneered. It was one of the first undergraduate degrees on the Coursera platform. And as you can see, the total tuition is 13,276 GBP to 19,767 GBP, depending on your location, but we offer a flexible pay-per-module fee structure. You can complete that degree in a minimum of 3 years, but you can also take as long as 6 years to do it if you're studying around other commitments that you have. The curriculum has lots of hands-on learning with a really strong focus on software development and real-world projects. You'll also get to do lots of programming languages, including Python, JavaScript, C++. And we're really pleased that within our degree, there are 7 different ways to specialise. So you can also, as part of your degree, specialise in machine learning and AI, data science, web and mobile development, physical computing, game development, VR or UX. Students can enter our programme either through a direct entry route or, as we've been hearing about previously, through a performance-based admissions route, which is for those students who don't quite meet their current academic requirements. And you'll be taught by a really engaging faculty team from Goldsmiths College, which is part of the University of London. And in terms of careers that you might want to progress onto afterwards, you might become a data scientist, a machine learning engineer, an app developer. There are so many opportunities for you, and all of that, your choices will be supported by the University of London Careers Service, who you will have access to throughout your studies. If I pass on now over to the Master of Science in Cybersecurity, in terms of the tuition, it's 10,578 GBP to 14,127 GBP, depending on your location. But again, as I say, we always offer that flexible pay per module fee structure. So you just pay for a module as you study it. You can complete our masters in 2 years, but you can take up to 5 years, again, depending on your commitments. And in terms of the curriculum, you can really get to connect both the academic and the theoretical knowledge of this subject together. We have a really inspiring programme director who leads this programme, Dr. Fawzia Idria, and she's just recently been voted one of the top 50 female engineers in the UK because of her trailblazing research in cybersecurity and leadership in this area. So you get to really understand cybersecurity through simulations and through opportunities to try out kind of AI simulated malware. So you're always learning constantly, and there's an opportunity to bring all of that learning together in a project at the end. As in the computer science undergraduate degree, we have a performance-based admissions routes, and there are also opportunities for our degrees to study professional certificates and then use those as credit for part of our degrees, as you'll have heard earlier. For all of our degrees, at the very end, on successful completion, you will be invited, if you wish to come, to the University of London's graduation ceremony, which is held in the Barbican in central London. And that's a really iconic building where you can come along and meet other students who've been studying with you and really celebrate all of your achievements together. The third programme that I'd like to focus on today is our International Foundation Programme for Computer Science. This is a new programme that we launched recently and is a programme that will allow you to have entry into the computer science undergraduate degree. It costs £4,500 as the total cost, and again, obviously you pay per module as you study. You can complete this foundation programme in as little as 6 months, or you can take up to 3 years to study it. It includes 4 core modules, which cover mathematics, statistics, Python programming, data visualization through Tableau, as well as key academic skills. And it's really based on a kind of hands-on competency-based learning. So you'll do practical coding, you'll build data dashboards and look at learn how to do statistical analysis through really real-world problems. And you need no prior academic or professional experience to study this, but you must be 18 plus with a high school level education and English proficiency. And as I mentioned before, on successful completion of this programme, you will automatically be given an offer to join the University of London's online BSc in Computer Science. So just a reminder about the deadlines. For the IFP, the deadline is the 5th of December, sorry. And then for our undergraduate BSc in Computer Science and our MSc in Cybersecurity, the deadline is the 8th of September for the applications. In regards to a couple of application tips that I'd like to give you, obviously it's very important to ensure that you do have your qualifications documents available as part of your application. That just really helps ensure that you don't have any delays in receiving your offer. So if you need to get that translated, please do in advance so you're not waiting around. And obviously use your personal statement, showcase us your motivations and your writing skills. It's really our first chance to hear from you, and we'd love to hear the amazing stories that you bring to us. In terms of financial aid, we have all of our degree programs are eligible for student finance for UK residents, but the University of London also offers several scholarships and bursaries, and you can find more information about those on our website. And I'm really pleased to say that this year, for 25-26, we have a new scholarship. It's 4 scholarships for women in Africa studying either on our BSc Computer Science or our MSc Cybersecurity programs. Now, you need to have an offer for those programs, so please get those in and then make your scholarship application by the 15th of September. I was really looking forward to being here, and I've really enjoyed telling you all about our portfolio, and I'll be looking forward to answering the questions throughout the rest of the session. Thank you very much.
Awesome. And thank you, Julia. If you are interested in the University of London, be sure to check out the link in the chat and get in touch with us before the application deadline. Next up, we have Wesley Lipschultz from the University of Pittsburgh to present their Masters of Data Science.
Thank you very much. I'm Wes Lipschultz in Student Services in the School of Computing and Information at the University of Pittsburgh, and I'm excited to share the Master of Data Science program that we have with you. And just to give you a bit of an overview, I want to sort of share why this is so exciting. So for us, the University of Pittsburgh is ranked as in the Carnegie classification system as an R1 public research institution. And essentially, what that means is that we are filled with faculty whose expertise is research. We do research that changes the world. And in that sense, those same faculty are the ones that have driven us to be in the Forbes top 10 list in the new Ivies. So in that sense, we are part of the sort of the reputation of the new Ivies in the US. And in that sense, those same faculty that are driving our reputation in the new Ivies and that are driving us to maintain our status as a Research One public research institution. These are the same ones that are teaching MDS, the same as are in person. These are the faculty who have developed the coursework for you in data science and teach those classes. And one thing, however, that is different, even though it's the same faculty as those that teach on campus, is the price. So the entire master's degree in data science that we offer online through Coursera is $15,000 US. So that's cheaper than our on-campus per term tuition. So for the entire master's, it's fantastic. And the other thing that's wonderful about this is the time frame. Typically, our students are completing this degree somewhere between 20 and 36 months. So a little yet less than 2 years to about 3 years. And that's because the program is optimized for working professionals or those that have other obligations or responsibilities in life. So we're optimized for 1 to 2 classes a term. In terms of why this degree versus some other online degrees, what's really wonderful about what we've done is we've tried to reduce as many barriers as possible. So you don't have to have any background in STEM to do this degree. And it's performance-based admission. So there are 10 classes to the degree, 30 credits total. And the first class, data-centric computing, is the class that you would need to take and complete to get into the program. And if you want to get a sense of that, for those that people with STEM backgrounds are welcome as well. But if you want to get a preview of that, we do have some sample content from several of our classes. One is the Mathematical and Statistical Foundations class. This is very accessible for people that don't have a STEM background. And now you'll be able to try it before you really commit to it. You can go online to Coursera and search for that class, and it's out there so you can try it and see what you think of it. We also have one that's the art of data visualization to give you a sense of really the key classes in the masters before you decide to enroll. So you definitely can preview them first. But if you do decide that you want to enroll, again, even without a STEM background, you can do this in 30 credits. It's 10 classes. Of course, we do require an accredited 4-year bachelor's degree, but that's it. It can be in essentially anything. And in that sense, we make it easy for you in the sense that when you apply, and I'll explain that in a moment, basically, we'll try to review, if you have your undergrad degree from the US, we'll review that for you and verify that degree without asking you to send in a transcript. And as part of this degree, basically, you would, in essence, get practical experience in exploring and understanding data. You would learn how to organize, store, and retrieve information, how to present it to folks that might not have a technical background, how to use it to predict and explain future patterns, and also to do all of that ethically. So that's really the core of those 10 classes. And then that will, in essence, prepare you to become a data scientist or a business analyst. And in that sense, we also help you outside of the classroom online by having job opportunity boards, resume writing and cover letter support, interview preparation assistance. We can help you negotiate salaries. And then also upon graduation, you are part of the Pitt Alumni Association. And this is, again, known throughout the world as a large R1. We're one of the new Ivies. And our school alone, Computing and Information, which is where this degree is housed, has over 330,000 alums. So you're part of a fantastic network. But in terms of some tips then for you, if you do decide to do this, if you apply, all you need to do is you need to go to the enrollment page. So you can go to Coursera and search for the Master of Data Science at Pitt and check and see what the next available semester is. And we do this year round. So people start in the fall, people start in the spring, and people start in the summer. Our terms map to the on-campus terms at Pitt. And all you need to do is make sure that you've met the deadline for the next available term. And for us, it's essentially August 18th for the upcoming fall. And if you apply, there's an enroll now feature. You just click enroll now, and you take maybe 10 minutes or less to submit the application for this program. And that's it. Then you're ready, and we'll notify you and give you all the information you need to start the first class, data-centric computing, which again, that class, you apply in 10 minutes, you take the first class for credit. And as long as you get a B or better in that, you're admitted into the program. And as Ms. Pei, you see here, one of our current students has said, we really do this as a start from scratch way of being, okay? So you essentially would enroll in this class with no prior knowledge, upskill, get that sense of what it means to be in the world of data science, and then upon successful completion with a B or higher, you're admitted, provided we verify your bachelor's degree. And if you're an international student, you'll have to show some level of English proficiency. And I saw in the Q&A, there's some questions on that, and I'll answer those individually after I'm done presenting here. Now, another note on cost. Basically, it's $15,000 total, but this really is pay as you go. So you're only paying for the classes as you take them. So if you take one class at a time, that would be $1,500 US that you would pay. Plus, I think there's a small administrative fee per term that's about $170 US or something along those lines. But basically, you only pay for the classes that you take when you take them. And so you can spread this out over time. And furthermore, what's really nice is that Pitt allows for payment options. So if you are taking these classes, you could essentially either organize a 3-term payment plan or a 6-term payment plan during the term in which you're taking the class. You can split it into 3 or 6 payments. And then also we welcome tuition and reimbursement from employers. So any of you who are lucky enough to have an employer that will pay for this, given the relative affordability of this and the pay as you go, it should fit within most employers' parameters for helping reimburse you for your education. And we have at Pitt a third-party payment system that makes it as easy as possible for employers to do that. So in that sense, we'd love to see you as part of this degree, and we'd be excited to see you online in the classroom this fall. Thank you.
As you saw from the learner quote, you don't need a data science background to get involved in this degree. Click in the links in the chat for more information and to apply by the application deadline. Next, I would like to introduce Prajakta Kulkarni from Northeastern University, who will be speaking to their 3 online degrees. Prajakta, whenever you're ready.
Thanks, Pedro. Hi, everyone. My name is Prajakta Kulkarni. I am the Assistant Director of Learner Acquisition at Northeastern University, and I'm here to talk to you all about our 3 master's programs that we have to offer that are currently on the Coursera platform. So, what makes Northeastern's online degrees so special? All 3 of our MS degrees are offered 100% online with a price point of $24,000 US, making this master's degree a lot more affordable than you might initially have thought. Courses for all 3 of our programs are taught by the same faculty as the on-campus version of the program, and the curriculum includes hands-on project-driven approach. Additionally, we have 3 different intake periods every year. So we have 1 in the fall, 1 in the spring, and 1 in the summer. Our next deadline is December 8th, and you would start classes in spring 2026. We are also pleased to offer a 10% scholarship off your first semester's tuition if you apply via the Performance-Based Admissions or PBA FASTAP process. And I'll go over that in more detail in the coming slides. So here's what student Miriam says about her experience in the Data Analytics Engineering program. She says, "I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity to pursue high-quality learning at such an esteemed institution, all while maintaining my responsibilities as both a working professional and a parent." So going into a little bit more detail about the 3 different master's programs we currently have on the Coursera site, our first one is the MS in Data Analytics Engineering. This program can be completed in as little as 18 months. The program prepares you for data engineering and database architect roles, just to name a few, and it does have industry-aligned curriculum that applies directly to your job. The MS in Information Systems program can be completed anywhere from 16 to 24 months, and the program blends technology and business skills. You can choose between 3 different specializations in cybersecurity, QA and DevOps, or product management. Or if you're in between the specializations or you're not quite sure which specialization you want to go with, you can choose the general track, which allows you to mix and match the courses from the 3 different specializations I mentioned before. Again, all 3 of our master's programs are offered 100% online, and they are priced at $24,000 with flexible payment options, including pay-as-you-go payment plans and employer reimbursement. Now, I know you're thinking there's only 2 and you mentioned 3. So the third one is the Engineering Management, which is our brand new program on the Coursera platform. So this program is launching this fall 2025, and the program can be completed in as little as 18 months. And again, it focuses on the latest engineering and project management frameworks, which align with technical leadership roles such as engineering project manager. So you can think of the MS in engineering management more in line with a combination of an engineering degree and an MBA. So once you commit to our program, you will have access to a Northeastern Success Manager who is there to help you throughout your time at Northeastern. They are there to help assist you in selecting courses, creating a graduation plan, and if you ever need to take a semester or 2 off of your studies, your Success Manager will help you make those changes and adjust your graduation plan accordingly. Once you begin a Northeastern online MS program, you have up to 5 years to complete the program. Most of our students will complete the program in anywhere from 18 to 24 months, but again, it does allow for that flexibility for our working professionals, for those that have families or other commitments outside of work and potentially school. So before I play the video, you'll see that all 3 programs are offered via our FASTAP performance-based admissions pathway, which allows you to skip the traditional application process. And you can start the program regardless of if you have a STEM background or if you have a tech experience.
Accelerate your career with an online graduate program from the College of Engineering by utilizing Northeastern University's performance-based admissions process. What is performance-based admissions? Performance-based admissions is a streamlined graduate admissions process. Breaking from traditional application metrics, a performance-based admission process allows adult learners to showcase their abilities by completing real coursework. At Northeastern, we know working professionals are busier than ever. Performance-based admissions eliminates valuable hours spent on compiling application materials and provides an accessible pathway into our world-class graduate programs. how it works. Start by completing the FAST app, which asks for your basic contact information and educational background. You'll enroll in 2 performance-based admissions courses, or pathway courses, to start the next term. Get a B or better in both pathway courses, and submit the official transcript of your admissible degree by the time you complete these courses, and you'll continue into the full degree program the next available term. Credits earned through pathway courses will be applied directly to your graduate program. That's it. Submit your FAST app to get started today.
So as you could see from the video, the FAST process means that you can begin your program without the lengthy traditional application. As I mentioned earlier, our next deadline is coming up on December 8th, so now is the time to submit your FAST app. Once you pay your enrollment deposit, you will also receive three free badge courses, which are valued at $1,500. These are free to you to complete at your own pace and time, and you will earn Northeastern credentials along with these badges. So next steps. I encourage you to submit your FAST app, and if you have questions or need help, you can reach out to your Coursera enrollment representative. And remember, new students get up to 10% off their tuition for their first semester. And if you are a Northeastern alum, you can save up to 25% with your Double Husky scholarship. So if you have questions about that, feel free to reach out to us at online@northeastern.edu. Thank you for your time. I'm going to be monitoring the Q&A, so if you have specific questions regarding our 3 master's programs or the PBA process at Northeastern, I'll be more than happy to answer those questions.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Prajakta. Click on the link on the chat to learn more about the MS in Information Systems, MS in Data Analytics, Engineering, and the new MS in Engineering Management degrees. Up next, we have Anugia Kumar from JGU University to present the 5 degrees that this university offers in the partnership with Coursera.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm delighted to be here to present about the OP Jindal Global University and its online degrees on Coursera. JGU is ranked #1 university in India by QS World Rankings 2023, and it's also recognized as an institution of eminence. We also applied for the THE's online rankings last year, and we were ranked the first university there and also in the gold category. The university, our online degrees are basically taught by the on-campus professors. The same professors teach the online courses as well. And these are distinguished faculties, leading scholars and practitioners and policy makers, ensuring that there is rigor and practice-oriented learning in our programs. We offer globally relevant programs such as the Bachelor's in Psychology, MBA in Business Analytics, and MA in International Relations, Security and Strategy, and MA in Public Policy. All are designed with flexibility for working professionals, integrating live sessions, for working professionals, integrated with live sessions, career mentorships, and industry engagements. Our learners gain globally recognized perspectives, interdisciplinary skills, and also personalized career support during the degree program, making world-class education accessible wherever you are. One of our learners, as you can see, who did the MBA in Business Analytics program, also mentioned that the entire experience that they had undergone while doing the program was completely enriching. It was they were surrounded by curious minds from around the world, guided by professors with deep expertise, and emerged an open and engaging learning environment on the platform that encouraged them for meaningful dialogues. Firstly, I would like to discuss about the Bachelor's in Psychology program. So our Bachelor's in Psychology is designed for people who are curious about human behavior and mental health processes, with a curriculum that sort of blends theory with experiential learning through practicums, internships, and projects. It's open to learners with a high school qualification and no age limit, making it very inclusive for fresh graduates as well as mid-career professionals. The career pathways that students can take up are clinical psychology and counseling, HR, UX research, and behavioral strategist. We also sort of recognize the industry professional certifications that are there on the Coursera's platform within the degree. You can know more about them if you visit the website for the programs. The learners also benefit from master's classes that are delivered by industry professionals, personalized career mentorships, and ability to earn almost 10 credits from the certifications that I just spoke about. We also conduct office hours for these programs every Tuesday. Currently, the applications are open. The degree is priced at 3 lakhs rupees in Indian currency and 3,400 in USD. Students can complete this degree within a time span of 3 years to 6 years. We provide them with flexibility, and total of 165 credits is something that they complete while undergoing the degree. If we move on to the next program, which is the MBA in Business Analytics, we have been able to run 9 successful cohorts for this program. It is one of the most affordable MBA programs on the platform. It's priced at 2 lakhs rupees in Indian INR and 2,400 USD. The time that you require to complete the same is just 1 year, but you can have a flexibility of completing it within 2 years as well. The total number of credits that you will be completing within the degree is 72 credits. And this curriculum sort of offers you 2 pathways. One is in business management, the other one is analytics. Students who choose to do this degree can have a bachelor's degree, and they can apply for the same. Every Wednesday, 6 p.m., we hold office hours for this program, and we are basically taking up students for this program every quarter in the year. So we currently also have applications open for the October's intake. The career paths that students can undergo after completing this degree are business analyst, management consultants, HR analyst, marketing analyst, supply chain analyst, risk analyst, and financial analyst. Learners actually engage with practical projects and analytical tool trainings while doing the degree, and have a dedicated career guidance while they are undergoing the sessions with the professors. Moving on to the next 2 degrees that we have are the Masters in International Relations, Security, and Strategy. This is one of our flagship programs that we have been running on the platform. It has been running since the year of 2020, and we have 9 successful cohorts that have completed the program. It's priced at 3 lakhs rupees, which is 3,400 USD, and students can complete this program within 12 months to 24 months. The learners who are interested in global affairs, diplomacy, and security studies can pursue this program. It's a very global classroom that we get for this program. We have more than 51 countries representing themselves within this program and the public policy program as well. There is diversity in the classroom as well, and very flexible career paths that students can take up after completing this program. There's also a dissertation opportunity that learners can explore while doing the program, which helps them to showcase their academic and analytical skills through an individual research project work. The career pathways that students can undergo while doing this program are central government bodies handling foreign policies and international relations roles, such as diplomats, ambassadors, and consular officers are some of the roles then students can take up. Some of the ambassadors, people who have been in Indian foreign services as well, are teaching in this program. So they are retired Indian foreign officers who have worked in different countries on foreign policies and diplomatic projects. They basically teach in this program. There are industry-led organizations which are shaping economic and industrial policies, business diplomacy and MOUs with global partners. So people can pursue these career opportunities for themselves once they complete the degree. The other degree that we offer on the platform is the MA in Public Policy. So students who are interested in policy theory that are applied with governance skills, preparing graduates for a career in government, CSR, academia, think tanks, NGOs, and political organizations. The program is basically the duration is 12 months to 24 months. The price of the program is again 3 lakhs, which is 3,400 USD. Students can complete 60 credits for doing this degree, and they just need a bachelor's degree. They can also preview the open courses that we have on the platform and earn the progress for the same within the degree program. We do office hours for this program bi-weekly. The career opportunities are that you can work as a government servant, a civil servant, or you can work as a corporate CSR specialist as well. You can work in academia, you can work in think tanks, NGOs, media, and political organizations. Career support from the universities we provide is that we do career workshops with industry speakers, sessions, and we also have an exclusive LinkedIn group that helps you to sort of network within the community of students that we have at the university and who have graduated. And we have also curated workplace skills courses to fast track your career for this program. Anybody who's interested to apply for the applications and financing at the university, applying is very simple. You can start your application online, upload all the required documents in the application and submit. And once you're accepted within the program, your admission counselor will be guiding you through the next steps. We make our programs to be accessible and flexible through payment options that we provide. So you can have a pay-per term kind of a process where you can first pay the registration fees, which is less than 600 USD, 50,000 in Indian rupees. And you have monthly EMI options that we enable via the financing platform that we use for collecting the fees. There are multiple global payment methods as well that are available for you. And educational loan supports are also available for Indian learners who apply for this program. Our aim is to remove barriers and motivate learners across the world so they can focus on their studies and not just the cost of the program.
To learn more about JGU, visit the links in the chat. Our last presenter is Ruby Casallas, who comes from UniAndes. En esta parte de la presentación hablaremos sobre estudios de educación superior completamente en línea y en español. Por tal razón, esta parte será presentada en español. For our English-speaking viewers, we would like to take a moment to thank you for joining us today and encourage you to reach out to our enrollment team with any questions you may have about the degrees on Coursera. One last time, please take a moment to click in the links in the chat to explore the degree programs you learned about today. As a reminder, this webinar is recorded and will be sent out along with our enrollment team contact information. Thank you again for joining and have a wonderful day. Now, to turn it over to Ruby to talk about the 5 incredible degrees on UniAndes. Ahora los dejo con Ruby para hablar acerca de 5 increíbles programas de educación superior de UniAndes. Bienvenida, Ruby.
Gracias, Pedro. Buenas tardes a todos. Efectivamente, tenemos 5 programas de maestría sobre Coursera. La Universidad de los Andes está en Bogotá, en Colombia. Somos la número 1 del rango del QS de las universidades en Colombia y estamos desde hace varios años en las 10 primeras de América Latina. Nuestras maestrías, nuestros profesores son los mismos de las maestrías presenciales Y también tenemos no solo profesores de la universidad, sino expertos en la industria, porque en los 5 casos tenemos mucha relación con la industria, con las empresas y lo que está pasando pues en el mundo real. Son maestrías que tienen mucha práctica, muchos talleres, muchos casos de estudio aplicados a la industria. Es nuestro interés que nuestros estudiantes puedan utilizar sus conocimientos que adquieren en nuestros programas en sus lugares de trabajo. Tenemos nuestra invitada aquí en la presentación, Alejandra Maturana, quien aprecia el que no tenga que desplazarse hasta Bogotá para hacer su programa en esta universidad. Voy a hablar primero de las cosas comunes a las maestrías. Si podemos cambiar de slide, por favor. Entonces tenemos las 5 maestrías: la de inteligencia artificial, ingeniería de software, gerencia de tecnologías de información, gerencia de la ingeniería e inteligencia analítica de datos. Las 5 maestrías tienen muchas cosas en común. Primero, el precio, el valor. Si me pueden ayudar a cambiar de slide, por favor.
Next slide, please, Victoria.
Gracias. Entonces, todas nuestras maestrías tienen varias características en común. Todas tienen el mismo valor, alrededor de $12,000, depende de la moneda, de la TRM que esté en curso. Todas tienen entre 18 y 24 meses, depende de la cantidad de cursos que cada persona inscriba. Los cursos, la maestría se va pagando en la medida en que se van tomando los cursos. No hay necesidad de pagar todo de manera simultánea. Si inscribo un curso, pago un curso. Si inscribo 2 cursos, pago 2 cursos. Todas tienen 18 cursos, que hace 36 créditos. Cada curso son de 8 semanas. Tenemos 2 admisiones, 2 grandes comienzos de cohorte al año, una en enero y otra en agosto. Así empiezan nuestros semestres y tenemos admisiones prácticamente todo el año. Para cada cohorte tenemos 4 cierres de admisiones. Así, si una persona quiere entrar a la cohorte de enero, puede hacer su admisión en agosto y puede tener una respuesta de su admisión relativamente muy pronto. No hay que esperar hasta el fin del deadline de admisiones, que es hacia finales de noviembre, para tener una respuesta. Tenemos admisión anticipada, como lo han mencionado los otros. Se pueden tomar cursos individuales y puede haber una admisión basada en el performance en el curso. Y también tenemos para 2 de los programas lo que llamamos, que antes lo llamaban así en Coursera, los Master Tracks, que son certificados de hasta 8 créditos. Y tanto el Master Track como los cursos sueltos son homologables dentro del programa. Una cosa importante de los programas, de los cursos sueltos, es que se pueden tomar sin necesidad de tener todavía el diploma del pregrado o del bachelor. Se pueden tomar, y si luego al presentar la admisión es admitido y ya tiene su diploma, entonces estos cursos se van a homologar en la maestría. Entonces aquí tenemos la maestría en gerencia de la ingeniería. Es una maestría muy interdisciplinar que por supuesto tiene cosas de gerencia de proyectos, pero también de gerencia de productos. Tiene énfasis en liderazgo estratégico, en técnicas de inteligencia artificial avanzadas para modelación y simulación, y tiene temas también como sostenibilidad. Hay un proyecto a final de la maestría que integra varios de los temas que se ven y se utilizan soluciones reales en la nube con equipos interdisciplinares para realizar los proyectos. Todas las maestrías también tienen la posibilidad de, todos los estudiantes de las maestrías pueden participar en la red de Uniandes de egresados y de empleadores, lo que hace muy atractivo pertenecer a alguno de estos programas. La maestría de gerencia de la ingeniería es útil para cualquiera de los sectores en realidad, en particular energía, manufactura, tecnología, infraestructura y sostenibilidad. Luego tenemos la maestría de inteligencia artificial. Esta es una maestría relativamente nueva. Ya vamos a tener nuestros primeros graduandos ahorita. Las mismas características de antes con respecto a la duración, el tamaño de los cursos, al valor. Tenemos cursos en Machine Learning, Deep Learning, visión por computador. Se ven los enfoques éticos, se ve inteligencia artificial generativa también, y todo tiene aplicación práctica. Entonces hay una formación técnica y ética en inteligencia artificial con aplicaciones reales. Tenemos convenios importantes con Amazon y con Google para hacer talleres reales, o sea, utilizando máquinas muy, muy poderosas para hacer los modelos y hacer entrenamientos y este tipo de cosas. Luego tenemos la maestría, si me pueden cambiar el slide, por favor. En ingeniería de software, esta es nuestra primera maestría. Es una maestría para ser desarrolladores de software de muy alto nivel. Por supuesto que incluimos dos cosas con respecto a la inteligencia artificial. Primero, cómo usar herramientas de inteligencia artificial generativa para hacer ingeniería de software de muy alto nivel, de muy alta calidad, pero también cómo hacer aplicaciones que utilizan inteligencia artificial generativa. Entonces, es una maestría muy, muy de vanguardia para los ingenieros de software actuales, algunos de los cuales tienen miedo de ser desplazados por la inteligencia artificial generativa. Aquí les damos las herramientas para potenciar y para que pues eso no pase, para potenciar sus conocimientos y puedan hacer uso efectivo y eficiente de la inteligencia artificial generativa. Como ya expliqué, tanto para ser más productivos como para desarrollar aplicaciones que utilizan estas herramientas. Luego tenemos la maestría en inteligencia analítica de datos. También es un programa muy interdisciplinario. Tenemos modelación matemática, tecnologías de información, gestión de negocio y de nuevo un enfoque teórico práctico con casos de estudio, con desarrollo de soluciones, con revisiones. Todas nuestras maestrías tienen un enfoque de seguimiento muy de la mano a los estudiantes. Todas las semanas puede haber, hay encuentros síncronos, pero también puede haber otros encuentros síncronos con tutores y ayudas para poder apoyar a nuestros estudiantes. Los líderes en analítica pues aprenden a hacer modelos descriptivos, modelos predictivos y modelos prescriptivos, y trabajan en equipo y estudian cosas de liderazgo. Es una maestría de muy alta proyección laboral en una área muy, muy demandada. Y por último, quiero hablar de la maestría más reciente que tenemos. Y podemos cambiar de
Next slide, please.
Gracias. Que es la maestría en gerencia de tecnologías de información. Es un perfil, es una maestría para perfiles que lideran en sus organizaciones la transformación digital y hoy en día sobre todo que intentan aplicar la inteligencia artificial en sus negocios. Entonces, para los CEOs, los CIOs y los CTOs, es una maestría perfecta. No se necesita ser de computación para hacer este programa. Se desarrolla un perfil muy directivo en tecnología para que las organizaciones puedan tomar las decisiones sobre la tecnología de una manera más estratégica y un poquito más visionaria con todos los cambios tecnológicos que están ocurriendo hoy en día. Entonces, aquí las carreras que pueden ayudar, los roles de liderazgo en transformación digital, en estrategia tecnológica, como los que ya mencioné, los CDOs, los CIOs, los CTOs. Es una maestría que tiene una presencia de personas de industria muy alta dentro de las clases, porque muchas de las clases y de los materiales que se ofrecen vienen desde la experiencia de directores de tecnología de grandes empresas en América Latina. Entonces, para resumir un poco, nuestros programas son muy de vanguardia. Todos incluimos las cosas nuevas de la inteligencia artificial. Estamos en constante actualización de los programas. Tenemos 2 admisiones al año, tenemos varias posibilidades de admisiones facilitadas y tenemos también becas hasta el 15% que se ofrecen todos los semestres a los estudiantes y que pueden aplicar en todos los semestres, no solo al comienzo, sino en todos los semestres. Eso sería, Pedro, no.
Muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for your attention and attendance. So yes, and thank you to our partners as well. Remember, we will be sending the recording via email. We will share the contact information for our enrollment representatives at the end of the session. I know there were some questions that we didn't have the chance to reply, but feel free to stay in touch. We are going to be there to help. So yeah, thank you so much and have a wonderful rest of the day.